heartily welcome to our participant from our another group of colleges from CTGI Shapur. We heartily welcome you and this was the reason कि हम आपको बार-बार क्यों बुला रहे थे कि नहीं 1-to-1 आके जो अपनी presentation है, ठीक है ना? So today we have our panel of experts. So every team will be having 15 minutes to 20 minutes maximum for their presentation. घबराना नहीं है, कॉन्फिडेंस से देना है. जो कमेटी होती है वो सवाल पूछेगी आपको, सवाल पूछ के घबराना नहीं, कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं छोड़ना. अगर कॉन्फिडेंस रहेगा तो गलत जवाब भी आप दे दोगे तो कमेटी कंसिडर करती है, लेकिन अगर कॉन्फिडेंस लूज हो जाता है प्रेजेंट करना जो आइडिया पिच कर रहा है तो फिर वो गाड़ी डीरेल हो जाती है. अगर किसी का कोई आइडिया नहीं भी सिलेक्ट होता है उसको फाइन ट्यून करने के लिए कहा जाता है तो आपकी रिप्रेजेंटेशन होगी, आपको फाइन ट्यून करनी, क्योंकि एक्सपर्ट अपने तरीके से आपको बताएगा कि नहीं बेटा इसको ऐसे नहीं, इसको ऐसे करो, इसको इस तरीके से नहीं, इसको इस तरीके से करो, ठीक है. सो ये ऐसे सबको मैंने आज इसलिए क्योंकि आप एक ही ग्रुप के हैं, आपके लिए एक पहला मौका है. सो एक बार कॉन्फिडेंस और कमेटी आपको दूसरों को भी देख के पता चलता है कि हाँ मुझे मगर मेहुल के बाद जो आएगा जो सबसे लास्ट में आएगा उसका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल थोड़ा और ज्यादा, राइट. ये बेचारा पहला बच्चा अकेला ही फंस गया, बड़ा भोलू भालू सा लगता है. उस दिन भी जब मुझे पहले दिन जिस दिन मुझे मिला, वेरी नाइस बॉय, ठीक है.
First of all, good morning everyone. Myself Mehul. I am from Jalandhar. Currently, I am pursuing my BBA from City Institute, Shapur, which was the first step towards my career. I want to become an entrepreneur or join my family business. So, as you can see, my startup idea is Paper Bottle, an initiative to save environment. First of all, without my team, currently I am only working on my idea, my just basic informations. Problem. First of all, we discuss about the problem. The problem is that the environment is getting bad day by day. So the main reason behind is increasing population, and the other is consumption of plastic product is increasing day by day. As we all know, plastic bottle is very harmful for the environment. For decomposing a plastic bottle, it may take around 450 to 500 years to decompose, which is very high. And in making of plastic bottle also, very harmful and toxic gases are released, like which are very harmful for the environment as well as for the human beings. Like for example, landfills are filled with plastic bottles. For example, like out of 100%, 80% bottles are end up with landfills. Only 20% bottles are recycled. So we have we have also the solution that it is well said that every problem has a solution, and so we also have the solution for this problem. Like we can use the paper bottle instead of plastic bottle for filling waters. Like paper bottle is very easy to make and very easily decomposable in water, and we can also use it for 5 to 6 months. Like a student can carry the bottle after purchasing water bottle, and it can carry to the school for like normal Milton bottles. So our product is plastic bottle, which is very eco-friendly. But why paper bottle? Because it helps in saving environment. It is easily decomposable. One can use the bottle for 5 to 6 months and is use it for filling water, soft drinks and shampoo, because millions and billions of plastic bottles are made in India and all over the world, and they end in landfill. Because for example, if you have in your life you have buy 10 plastic bottles, out of them only 2 are recycled till now, and 8 hours end up in the neighborhood landfills. Making of the bottle includes following steps. Like first is collection of newspapers, like waste newspapers, the old newspapers, and the second is to convert the newspaper into the pulp, and then after converting it into pulp we can mold it into the shape of bottle. Once the bottle is made, we can give the waterproofing technology, which made the bottle durable to 5 to 6 months. If we improve the technology, we can also extend the months. Market, as well, we know that there is no product in the market. So now we have the opportunity to grab the market if there is a, I think no startup, अगर होगा भी तो I think one startup is not enough to serve the country. So some of the following places, some of तो नहीं, but ऐसी कौन सी जगह नहीं है जहाँ पे प्लास्टिक वाटर बॉटल्स यूज नहीं होती, like hotel, restaurant, and tie-ups can also be made with big enterprises like Kinley, Coca-Cola, Bisleri. Competition that presently there is no competition in the market, so there is very big opportunity to grab. What I expect from CTU that help, currently this is an idea only, so I expect from all of you to help me to create this imagination to reality. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to present this idea.
Now it is up to the expert committee for the queries.
Okay, who are your competitors?
So no competitors.
There are आपने research करी कुछ?
Sir, I think there is one Kagzi bottles, but I think one startup is not able to serve the country.
True, but like if you just search paper bottle, you will get the पहली site ही आती है paper bottle. Paper bottle. So competitors are there. Okay.
Sir,
The thing is like which waterproofing technology you will be using कुछ study किया उसके बारे में?
sir, nanotechnology.
Do you have knowledge about that, or you will be requiring the experts to use that technology?
No, sir, research is made. I need research to convert this idea to reality.
No, I'm using the technology. For that, you'll be needing the experts to, means use the technology for your paper book. Okay, that the process which you just mentioned, that you'll be first decomposing the paper and then you'll be turning that
Pulp.
paper. How much long is that process?
No, sir, we can do it in. No, sir, it is not very mean. It is easily decomposable.
It's decomposable. How much time does it take?
Sir, few days. Few days.
Have you tried it?
No, sir.
And then how can you say?
Sir, that's why I came here to research.
You're going to research or you're going to produce something?
Sir, first research and then produce.
So first you want to means basically generate this idea. You're into idea generation.
Yes, sir.
तो आपको जितनी भी हमारे टेक्निकल एक्सपर्ट्स की मेंटरशिप है वो चाहिए,
Yes.
ताकि वो आपके साथ इसमें आपको गाइड कर सके,
Yes, help
कर सके, ताकि फिर इसको जो है वो आगे बढ़ा सके.
Yes, sir.
सर,
It's just an idea, right? You've just presented an idea, right? So when you're thinking about ideas, you're thinking about the aspects of creating a bottle, right? Whatever product it is. During the idea sessions, when you come up with the idea, you think upon it, you come up with pros and cons as well, right? So I think you might have gone through them, right? So my question is, you mentioned soft drinks, right? My question on that is, during the process of thinking your idea, have you thought how much of PSI your bottle can take
Sir, sorry, I'm not aware about it.
per square inch pressure? How much pressure do you think your bottle will take?
Sir, I'm not aware about
Because
it.
when you're putting soft drinks, right, they have got gas in them, right? So they expand and contract with heat and cold, right? So if you haven't thought of on this sector,
Yes, sir.
right?
Sir, first we have to fill the water in it, and then
Yeah.
after research, we can go up with another products.
But did you think about this aspect, PSI pressure?
No, sir.
Right. The other is the sturdiness of the bottle. You know the transport conditions,
Yes.
right? When somebody is picking up a crate of bottles,
Yes, sir.
okay, nobody has got even a vague idea that the bottle will break, right? People throw bottles at each other. Somebody wants to hand it over. Or when the crates are loaded and unloaded from the truck, right? You have seen people how they do it,
Yes.
right? So, did you think about the sturdiness
Yes.
of this thing?
Yes, sir. But
How sturdy do you think this will be?
sir, but 500 years is not a small time. 500
No, no,
years.
no. I'm not saying that.
asking about handling. How
I'm
you're handling
asking
that
about
thing.
handling the bottle.
Yes, sir. I understand.
You said the students can take them to the
Schools also.
schools and everything, right? A student even at your age, even at our age, we go to buy a bottle and we think, agar ye giri, तो टूटे कितने? That is the first question we ask the
Yes.
shopkeeper.
So
That is the
that-
first question you ask, without even looking at the shape and size of the bottle, right? So you need to think on this aspect that can your paper and how thick your paper, because paper is going to become heavy very easily.
And moreover, you will be using certain chemicals also in it to, means make that
Sir,
thing sturdy.
that's why I said research is to be made.
Yeah. So you need to think on. It's not a bad idea at all.
Yes, I
Right?
know.
It's not a bad idea at all.
Yes.
Right? But once you want to make a paper bottle PSI capable and you want it, the sturdiness, right? You want the longevity onto it. You want everyone to use it as rough as a plastic bottle, right? Or say a steel bottle. So I'm telling you now, by the time you end up with all these things, your bottle is going to become very heavy. So you need to work on that.
Okay, sir.
I'm sorry I'm interrupting. You can write down these suggestions so that will help you in your later research
Okay,
which
sir.
you're planning.
I will, sir, see the video later.
So all these points, all these things, you need to keep in mind and then work on it that will your bottle be able to be transported easily along with the liquid inside. Okay?
So these are what are
So the type of paper you are going to use is waste paper or the
Newspapers.
newspaper. So they are already printed with some inks and other dyes. So how you are going to manage that?
Sir,
Because
that,
that will not be biocompatible.
sir,
They are poisonous also.
So what you will do?
They have ink in it.
The ink is quite
chemical
poisonous.
chemical view है.
sir, sir, pulp is to be made. That's why I said some chemicals are to be in it.
Just adding to Sir's question, India is the only country where the ink does not fade on the newspaper. Okay? So in case you're looking at newspapers, if you don't want to put extra money into it, you need to import newspaper from European countries. And they are getting away with it, and they are doing it away from the newspapers, from the print media.
एंड वो जो इंक है वो कितनी हार्ड है वो मेल्ट नहीं होती इसी समझ लो कि उसके अंदर केमिकल की मात्रा कितनी जबरदस्त है.
Sir, we can use another papers.
यस नहीं आइडिया ठीक है ये तो सारे
No, idea is very good.
Idea is
Idea
quite
is
good.
good.
Idea
ये
is
सारे
quite
जो
solid.
Thank you,
questions
sir.
हैं ना, जो तुमने कहा कि वीडियो देखोगे यही आपको आगे इसको आगे ले जाने के लिए लेके जाएंगे.
Okay.
एंड वहीं आपको मेंटर जो है वो हेल्प करेगा.
You
Thank
see, like now, the first thing is that you will be, decomposing the papers and creating a pulp out of it. But then that pulp will be required to, means mold it
Treated
into a shape.
with so many chemicals.
Exactly.
Yes,
You
sir.
will be needing a molding compartment also to mold it into a proper shape.
Yes,
That
sir.
requires another research part.
Yes.
Right? Then you said that you will be using that paper bottle for water also, for soft drinks also, for shampoos also. Each liquid has different chemical properties. So you'll be requiring to make separate bottle for the water, separate bottle for the
Yeah.
soft drink so that it can handle PSI, and separate bottle for the shampoo so that it can handle the chemical composition and reactions. So these are certain things, certain areas which you need to do certain research on that. And because the inner lining of the bottle that should be, means some sturdy and some firm in nature so that it can hold that liquid part in it. And means as far as means paper is concerned, like if you expose the paper to any liquid, it gets decomposed very easily.
Yes.
So you need to, means apply certain other extra like chemicals which you have mentioned. That was not in the PPT, but still, you would be required to enter certain experiments on that so that it holds the. Search your competitors first, what they are doing, what kind of technology they are using, right? How much successful their product is, and at what price they are selling that product. After that, you need to develop a prototype of it. And after developing the prototype, you will also be required to find a market for your product. Like whether, means your school going children, they will be accepting that product or not. Like sir said, we easily throw the bottles to each and every person. So whether that person is, readily accepting that product or not. Then at what price he is able to buy. And for that, you need to do some costing part also.
Yes, sir.
Like how much cost of production you are incurring, and then at what selling price you are selling so that you get the break even. So there are certain things that needs to be researched, and the idea is good. Idea
Thank you,
is
sir.
Dr. Aman?
Yes. So the idea is quite good. The demand aspect is quite robust because we know that bottles are being used in each and every phase, and It is also the material, the plastic which we are using. Do you know which plastic we are using for these PET bottles?
No.
It is hard PVC. Okay, so hard PVC is being used, and it is again it can be recycled also. Okay, so a whole lot of the thing is we are going for collection of these. Just you have sent that there is dumping of these bottles which are in place, and they are being recycled also in a very huge quantity. Okay, so with paperboard, I think paperboard is one of the company which is again into it, and they are using for the juices. Okay, so again your product, the demand part, the demand feasibility is quite robust, but the technical feasibility you have to check upon.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that technically is that possible to convert the paper into this usable form. Okay, so this you have to check upon. Okay, it is a matter of research also, and again if paperboard is using that for juices, it may be used for, because water, again water is one of the thing. Again we are using a lots and lots of PET bottles for water,
Yes,
Kinley
sir.
and all, and it is a big market.
Yes.
Okay, so from my point of view, the idea is quite good. Okay, you can move ahead on this. You can go for more research on this. That how, what are the various chemicals which are involved? How we can actually make this very paper usable for this for the waterproofing purpose also, and reusable, because you are trying to, because paper board bottle we are using it once and we are again after that we are destroying it. Okay, so to make it reusable, again you have to think a lot on this, that how it can be reused, because paper board I think you must
Yeah,
have
recyclable.
had that. So how it can be reused for the, again for water bottles, okay, for other products also.
Thank you, sir.
So I'll just take 1 minute.
Nice.
One more technical thing what you need to keep in mind is the shape of the bottle for what you're using it for.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'll just give you a simple plain example. You know why you have grooves underneath the soft drink bottles? You seen the shape? They
Yes.
don't come in the shape of water bottle.
Yes, sir.
Why do they have those grooves?
सर हार्ड बना सके ताकि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में इजी हो.
Now, when you open a bottle, try opening it up, holding from the bottom. Right? Open the cap. Nothing will come out.
Yes.
Nothing will come out because you can't squeeze it. Unintentionally, if you hold the bottle from the center, an area like a soft drink, once you're opening it, without you realizing, you're pressing the bottle. You press the bottle by the time cap opens. I don't know how many people know it, but if you hold it from the bottom, you cannot squeeze the bottle.
Yes.
So less amount of liquid or no amount of liquid will come out. So you need to look at the shape as well.
Okay, sir.
For what you are using. As sir said, that different chemical compositions.
Yes.
You need to look at the different shapes of the bottles for what you are using them for. Right? And just lastly, is this your printout?
Which, sir?
Yes,
This
yes,
one?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sir, this is application. and
Yes.
directly they have submitted.
Yeah. So, see, you're presenting an idea to someone. You want somebody to invest time and money into your idea, right? So you need to make sure that your written part, okay, is absolutely correct,
Okay.
grammatically
Okay.
and technically as well,
Okay.
right? Because over there you mentioned 500 to 600 years a plastic bottle will take. Over here you said for decomposing a plastic bottle, the bottle takes almost 5 years.
Okay. By mistake.
Yeah. So these should not happen because you're asking someone for their time and for the money,
Okay. Yes.
right? So people should not. This just shows that as a presentation. This shows that how serious you are about your
Yes.
idea, how well you have started off. Yeah. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your expectation from the university?
Sir, I expect to help me to research on this further.
So you just need the technical expertise from the university.
Yeah.
So it's
Sir-
basically mentorship.
Yes, sir. First mentorship, and then if he's successful, then funding also.
How much funding you are expecting?
Sir, certainly, presently I don't have any amount in the mind because I'm not aware about the what charges should be in production.
बहुत बीबा बच्चा है उन्हें सीधा कहता जी मैं रिकॉर्डिंग देखना
That's the you've been honest, very much honest.
very much honest.
Very much.
The first day I met this gentleman at Jalandhar ना जी मगर I found him quite मगर बड़ा cool जिहा बच्चा है
You're not trying to cover up your weak points.
Yes.
Basically, that is the best part.
ਆਪਾਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਜਾਣੇ ਚਾਰ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਮਗੇ ਉਹ ਖਾਣ ਨੂੰ ਪੈ ਰਹੇ but he is very cool guy ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਜੀ ਰਾਮ ਨਾਲ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਿੰਗ
That's the means trait which is required in the entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because you'll get many criticism, you'll get
Many criticism.
lashes from the people who are listening to you. But if you're taking those criticisms and turning it into a positive point, that's going to make you successful.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. बेटा नहीं सुंदर मैम है इसमें नेक्स्ट वाले नहीं आप बैठी कोई दिक्कत नहीं so good morning to all I welcome Harleen Kaur from City Group of Institution Jalandhar she is here to submit her idea on eco-friendly scrub so मैंने जब पहली बार ये आइडिया सुना जालंधर में से तो मुझे लगा कि इको स्क्रब भी इको फ्रेंडली हो सकता है तो फिर उस दिन जब जाके मैंने घर में अपनी देखा उस वीक में तो मुझे लगा कि वाकई जो हमारा एग्जिस्टिंग स्क्रब है वो काफ़ी सारे जो स्क्रैचेस हैं वो अपने बर्तनों पे डाल देता है एंड हाथ को उसका कितना नुकसान हो रहा है वो तो हमको नहीं पता क्योंकि वो हमको नज़र नहीं आ रहा है बट बर्तन को जो नुकसान कर रहा है वो तो सामने नज़र आएगा ठीक है ना सो गुड आइडिया हनी kindly introduce yourself and give your presentation right please go ahead.
So good afternoon everyone. My name is Harleen Kaur. I am doing my MBA semester 2nd. I am from City Group of Institutions, Shahpur campus, Jalandhar. So initially first पहले हम बात करते हैं प्रॉब्लम के प्रॉब्लम है कहाँ पर तो पहले जो हमारे एग्जिस्टिंग जो स्क्रबर हैं तो वो बहुत हार्श होते हैं तो पहले दो तरह के आते हैं एक तो प्लास्टिक के और एक स्टील के और एक स्पॉन्जी वाला होता है तो जो प्लास्टिक के हैं सबसे पहले वो तो 2-3 दिन हम अगर यूज़ कर लें तो उसके बाद उस बेचारे की हालत ऐसी हो जाती है कि हम उसे दोबारा इस तरह मतलब आगे यूज़ नहीं कर पाते तो स्टील वाला होता है तो स्टील स्क्रबर में ऐसा है कि वो तो हमारे हाथ को पहले तो बहुत ज़्यादा हार्श होता है हमारे हैंड्स पर और जो टेंसिल्स की जो हालत होती है वो तो अलग है तो इसके जो स्टील वाला स्क्रबर है उसके पार्टिकल्स उसके मिनरल्स जब वो डे बाय डे हम उसे यूज़ करने स्टार्ट करते हैं तो हमारे यूटेंसिल्स में उसके वो छोटे छोटे कण हैं जो रह जाते हैं और कई बार वो हमारे खाने में अगर आ गए तो फिर वो तो हमारी हेल्थ को ही नुकसान पहुंचाते ही एक में स्टोरी है हमारे वहीं गांव में तो वो जब स्टील्स का स्क्रबर उनके ना गले में अटक गया था तो वो यूटेंसिल्स के साथ ही वो उनके गले में अटक गया था उसके बाद उन्हें ऑपरेशन करवाना पड़ा और उनकी हेल्थ को बहुत ज़्यादा हार्म हुआ था तो ये प्रॉब्लम है और इसका सोल्यूशन है हमारा इको फ्रेंडली यूटेंसिल स्क्रबर तो ये बनता है ये तो एक बायोडिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल से बनता है पहले कोकोनट हस्क और नायलॉन क्लॉथ कोकोनट हस्क है जो कोकोनट हस्क है वो हमारे जैसे स्टील के स्क्रबर से हम अगर साफ़ करते हैं तो हमारे बर्तन जो है वो ख़राब होने लगते हैं लेकिन अगर नारियल से और इस कोकोनट हस्क के अगर हम करेंगे तो हमारे बर्तन क्लीन भी होंगे अच्छे से और हमारे बर्तन पर कोई स्क्रैच नहीं होगा और नायलॉन क्लॉथ है वो उसका सॉफ्ट पार्ट है अगर हम सॉफ्टली वो हमारे वॉल्स यूटेंसिल्स क्लीन करते हैं तो उससे कर सकते हैं तो 2 साइड्स है इसकी दोनों तो ये इको फ्रेंडली है और हमारे हैंड्स को कुछ भी हार्श नहीं पहुंचाता है हमारी हेल्थ को कोई नुकसान नहीं होता इससे तो हमारी टारगेट मार्केट है पहले तो हाउस वाइफ्स हमारे घर में स्क्रबर्स यूज़ होते हैं सबसे ज़्यादा वहाँ यूज़ होते हैं रेस्टोरेंट्स में हम खाना खाने जाते हैं वहाँ भी यूटेंसिल स्क्रबर्स कंटीन्स हॉकर्स जो लेकर जाते हैं खाना जो डिस्पोजेबल नहीं करते हैं स्टील्स के बर्तन यूटेंसिल्स यूज़ करते हैं वो भी कर सकते हैं और जो भी यूटेंसिल स्क्रबर्स वॉशेबल वाले जो यूज़ करते हैं उन्हें आसानी से धोने के लिए हमारी ये सब टारगेट मार्केट है तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नेम मैंने रखा है प्राउड नेचर तो इसकी टैगलाइन है डोंट वेस्ट बी क्रिएटिव जो कोकोनट हस्क है वो वैसे वेस्ट हो जाता है हम नारियल वगैरह छील के फेंक देते हैं हम छिलके तो वो सिर्फ कोकोनट हम ईटेबल के लिए है तो वो वेस्ट है तो उसे हम कर सकते हैं और ये लोगो है तो ये प्रोडक्ट है, ये उसकी वन साइड है, ये उसकी सेकंड साइड है। वन साइड ये कोकोनट हस्क होगा और सेकंड साइड पे नायलॉन क्लॉथ होगा। तो हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स तो हैं, लेकिन वो क्या करते हैं, जो नेचुरल्स हमारे हस्क है कोकोनट का वो यूज़ नहीं करते। वो मशीनरी के साथ जो उसका कोयर सारा निकल जाता है तो वो जो फाइबर रह जाता है तो उसका वो जो है हमारा स्क्रबर वो जो है बनाते हैं। और हमारे प्रोडक्ट में ये एक एडिशन है कि हम उसके साथ क्लोथिंग वाला पार्ट उसकी एक साइड बना रहे हैं, वो सिर्फ वो फाइबर वगैरह यूज़ कर रहे हैं। तो कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं और हमारी यूनिकनेस ये है कि हम इसमें क्लॉथ और हैंडमेड बना रहे हैं। तो ये है इसका, अगर कोकोनट हस्क का 250 पर केजी पड़ता है हमें, मतलब ऐसे ले अगर कहीं से ले तो कई बार होता है कि हमें बिल्कुल कॉस्ट भी नहीं पड़ सकती है। तो नायलॉन क्लॉथ थोड़ा एक्सपेंसिव है लेकिन इतना भी नहीं है कि, तो एक पर केजी हम कोकोनट हस्क लें और 1 मीटर अगर नायलॉन क्लॉथ लें तो हमारे 24 यूनिट्स बन जाते हैं उससे। तो फिर अप्रॉक्सीमेटली हम 25 के करीब हमारे जो 1 यूनिट है वो हम सेल कर सकते हैं। तो मेरे एक्सपेक्टेशंस ये हैं, सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट पहले तो मेंटरशिप, जैसे इनिशियली स्टार्ट है, अभी सिर्फ आइडिया है, तो जो मेंटरशिप है वो सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है इस वक्त, क्योंकि हमें कुछ ऐसा पता नहीं है स्टार्टअप्स के बारे में इतना कि कैसे उनको स्टार्ट करना है, कैसे करना है, मार्केट तक कैसे प्रोडक्ट को लेके जाना है, तो वो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है। फिर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग स्पेस जो लगेगी वो तो है, और जो सीड फंडिंग रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए कंपनी के लिए पहले चाहिए, और पेटेंट वगैरह। सो थैंक यू एवरीवन।
Thank you. I'll add on to this. When you were presenting now, before seeing your last slide, the thing which was going in my mind, I'll request Sudhir sir because he's a patent guy. Like maybe he can assist you to get this idea patented because the idea is unique.
ये
Thank you,
सबसे
sir.
पहले पेटेंट करना पड़ेगा।
ओके सर।
इससे
He can
पहले
help you in that. He along with Dr. Ravi, they can help you on getting the patent.
But
Thank
she
you,
is saying
sir.
that there is one company which is using the coconut husk but in different form, maybe.
या सर वो है कि वो कोकोनट हस्क यूज़ तो करते हैं, लेकिन वो बड़ी बड़ी मशीनें हैं सर, उनका कोयर जो निकल रहा है वो कोकोपीट बनाता है एक, तो फिर उसके बाद वो फाइबर निकल जाता है कोकोनट का, तो सर वो फाइबर सिर्फ वो यूज़ करते हैं कोकोपीट, तो वो वैसे वेस्ट तो वो भी नहीं होने दे रहे हैं। तो हम हैं जो हम डायरेक्टली लेते हैं उससे हम राउंड करके हैंडमेड हम ऐसे बना सकते हैं स्क्रबर को। सर एक तो हमने हमारे वो वहाँ आए थे कैंपस में, वो कह रहे थे कि हमारे बहुत वेस्ट होता है, हमारी मतलब धरती के ऊपर बहुत वेस्ट है, तो उनका वेस्ट से कुछ बनाना है। तो पहले ये आइडिया वैसे घर पे आया था जब मैंने आपको स्टोरी सुनाई कि वो उनको हार्म हुआ, वो उनको ऑपरेशन करवाना पड़ा उनका। तो फिर मम्मा ने कहा कि पहले तो हम ऐसे करते थे कि नारियल हमारे पास होता तो हम उनसे बर्तन मांज लेते थे, वो जो हम होते थे, हम पहले तो स्क्रब इतने होते भी नहीं थे। तो फिर मैंने कहा भी उस वक्त तो, अब तो वैसे भी वेस्ट हो ही रहा है, ये कोई यूज़ ऐसे तो कर नहीं रहा, तो फिर वैसे यूज़ कर अगर हम करें तो फिर इसका जो है, अगर कोकोनट जो होते हैं ना टोल प्लाजा पे गिरी वगैरह लेके वो सेल करते हैं, तो फिर उसका छिलका लगाकर वो तो सिर्फ गिरी यूज़ करते हैं, बाकी तो उनके पास वैसे वेस्ट पड़ा रहता है। तो उनसे
बेटा वो थोड़ा सा ना स्केलेबिलिटी की प्रॉब्लम इट इज नॉट ऑफ दैट स्केल, थोड़े से लेवल पर होता है। चलो
सर हो सकती है
वो अवेलेबिलिटी तो
डोसा शॉप वगैरह पे काफी होता है।
हाँ
यस
नहीं तो देखो आपको आपकी प्रोक्योरमेंट देखनी पड़ेगी फर्स्ट,
अदरवाइज ये जो रॉ मटेरियल है ना इसका,
Yes,
ये
sir.
जो बाजार में सोफे वोफे बनाते हैं,
Yes, sir,
आप
उनसे
देखिए
मिल
वो जो
सकते हैं।
बीच में इसके अंदर फिलिंग करते हैं वो इसका अप्रोप्रिएट चीज है इसके लिए। तो
Yes,
जैसे
sir.
अगर हम लोग नारियल की वेस्ट के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट ना भी रहे,
हाँ जी।
क्योंकि एक स्टेज आएगी, लेकिन जैसे सर ने कहा ना कि उसकी अवेलेबिलिटी इतनी नहीं होगी।
यस
भाई हम कितने भी रेडी वालों को कहेंगे कि भाई आप ही हमको दे दो,
हाँ।
अभी तो वो फ्री बेच रहा है, फेंक रहा है,
हाँ यस
ठीक है ना, लेकिन जैसे आप कहोगे आप मुझे दोगे कि 4 रुपए किलो लगेगा।
सर, नहीं वो हम चार्जेबल ही लेंगे, क्योंकि वो ऐसे तो वैसे कोई भी नहीं देगा कि अब वेस्ट हो रहा है कि
नहीं, भी
फिर वो
सरकार
चार्ज
उठा,
करेगा। हाँ
तो
जी
उसकी स्केलेबिलिटी
ठीक है
अवेलेबिलिटी
सर।
कि इतना मिलेगा कहाँ।
हाँ जी
आपको अगर एक दिन के अंदर 10,000 ऐसा जो
स्क्रब
pouch है,
बनाने।
स्क्रब अगर बनाने हैं
Yes,
तो
sir.
उसके लिए कम से कम भी 750 किलो के करीब आपको जो 700 किलो
चाहिए।
की है वो तो लगेगा
Okay,
लगेगा
हाँ जी
तो
सर।
उसके लिए फिर हमको आउटसोर्स तो करना ही पड़ेगा इसमें।
यस सर।
अभी तो हैंडमेड है ना, अभी मशीन नहीं जाएगा तो और अच्छा
इसकी ड्यूरेबिलिटी
ड्यूरेबिलिटी ऑफ प्रोसेस की लायबिलिटी है वो और बढ़ जाएगी।
See the shape and everything
Shape,
will
yes,
come up.
yes.
Simran, right?
हाँ हाँ
Arlene.
आप पहुंच जाओ वहीं पर, आप क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे आपसे।
Arlene,
और जो इनको नोट कर रहा है वो नोट कर ले कोई। कि ये भी कहेगी मैं रिकॉर्डिंग देख लूँ।
इको फ्रेंडली कितना है, ये आपका प्रोडक्ट इको फ्रेंडली कितना है?
सर अगर हम इसको यूज़ करके हम फेंक भी देते हैं तो इसका सर कोई इन्वायरमेंट पे हार्म नहीं होगा सर। ये इजीली बायोडिग्रेडेबल खुद ब खुद हो जाता है
ठीक
मतलब।
है। नाउ अभी मैं जो आपने कहा मैं वही रिपीट करूँ।
ओके सर।
आपने कहा आपके स्क्रब की जो कॉम्पोजिशन है दैट इज कोकोनट एंड नायलॉन।
यस सर।
You know how much time nylon takes to decompose?
नो सर।
30
Sir-
to 40 years.
सर एक नायलॉन होता है, एक बायोडिग्रेडेबल आता है।
So your costs are gonna go up. Very
या
up.
यस सर, दिस
Think on this
हैपन।
slide.
यस सर।
Think on this slide. Your costs are gonna go very up. अगर आप biodegradable nylon, have a look into the market. Look at the price
ओके
of biodegradable nylon.
सर मैंने देखा था बट मैंने जैसे आपने कहा प्राइस बढ़ गया, मैंने प्राइस पे नहीं देखा उसका। ओके
ठीक है, so you need to think about some other backing,
ओके
right? Some other backing because अगर आप nylon regular use करोगे, it will take 30 to 40 years for the nylon to decompose. तो जो आपका जो heading है eco-friendly, ठीक है ना?
गायब हो जाएगा।
That totally goes out of the window.
ओके सर।
नायलॉन की क्या 100% जरूरत है आपको?
नो
So you
सर।
can attach just like the sponge or something which is
You
already.
can
Yes.
start buying recyclable cottons.
ओके
A lot of
यस सर।
companies use recyclable cotton as a backing to this coconut, which works very good. क्योंकि जब आप कॉटन को दोबारा रिसाइकिल करते हैं ना, it becomes bit harsh. वो उतनी सॉफ्टनेस पे, इतने सालों की सॉफ्टनेस के बाद, it doesn't go back to that softness.
ओके सर।
ठीक है? So think on your backing.
यस सर।
ठीक है ना? उसका backing है. So if you are pitching as nylon, right? So आपका जो concept है, वो शुरू होने से पहले ही खत्म हो गया।
ओके सर।
Okay. So nylon does take 30 to 40 years to decompose. So it's the same issue as a plastic.
यस सर।
दोनों भाई बहन ही हैं।
Exactly.
Okay,
Same
sir.
family. One guy is earlier, one guy is later.
आपका जो प्रोडक्ट है कितने टाइम में घिस जाएगा?
सर
और आपने इस पे 1 मंथ वर्क किया है, इसको यूज किया है किसी यूटेंसिल?
सर ने यूज़ नहीं किया, जैसे आपने कहा 1 मंथ, तो सर 1 मंथ तो चल ही जाएगा, मतलब इससे कम नहीं, क्योंकि वो जो उसका जुड़ा मतलब जो है कोकोनट है, उसको हम जितना भी घिसे जाएंगे तो उसका वो हार्श पार्ट है वो कम होता जाएगा, वैसे इसका कुछ मतलब खराब नहीं होता होगा।
आपका प्रोडक्ट देखो ना, थोड़ा बड़ा लूजेंट है हर साइड से, तो जैसे जैसे आप उसको घिसते जाओगे ना, उसके फाइबर्स
निकलते जाएंगे।
तो वही उसका लाइफ साइकिल कितना है, ये स्टडीज पे जरूरी है कि आपका ये 5 डेज चलेगा, 6 डेज चलेगा या 7 डेज का कितना टाइम लाइफ साइकिल,
या फिर इसको इम्बैड करना पड़ेगा, जैसे नीटिंग वाला प्रॉपर मतलब आपको कोई डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा। सो अगेन कोई टेक्निकल
That's
वाला
why
बात आएगा।
जो आप कह रहे थे कि वो machines पे knit करते हैं, that is
Yes.
why knit it on a machine.
यस सर।
To keep the life of this thing for a long
Long
time. अब ये नहीं है कि सर का पॉइंट बिल्कुल सही है आपके लिए।
Yes, sir.
अब आपको इसकी longevity के लिए you have to think कुछ पॉइंट्स पे। One, usually जब आप कोई खरीदते हैं ना स्क्रबर, तो उसके ऊपर डेज नहीं आते, उसके ऊपर वॉशेस आते हैं।
यस सर।
और वो जो वॉशेस आते हैं वो एवरेज होम का बर्तनों का साइज लेके या लोड लेके आते हैं।
यस सर।
सो डेज नहीं है, डेज तो आप रख ही नहीं सकते इस पे, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि कोई बंदा सिर्फ 2 ही बर्तन धो रहा हो दिन में, कोई बंदा 30 बर्तन धो रहा हो दिन में, राइट?
Yes,
सो यू हैव टू टेक एन एवरेज एंड देन डू अ प्रैक्टिकल ऑन टू इट।
ओके सर।
इधर इसको यूजेबिलिटी में लाके देन यू विल फाइंड आउट कि पहले दिन कैसा था, आफ्टर 3 डेज कैसा है, आफ्टर 4 डेज कैसा है, लोड कंसिस्टेंट रखिए उसके साथ।
यस सर।
You
ओके।
will find out there's not a big issue.
यस
This is
सर।
called feedback matrix.
ओके यस, हाँ जी सर।
या इसकी इसको दूसरा क्या कह सकते हैं?
लाइफ साइकिल असेसमेंट।
लाइफ साइकिल, यस। सॉरी,
ये
लाइफ साइकिल
एक बहुत अच्छी रिसर्च भी हो सकती है इसके ऊपर,
ठीक है
अगर
ना?
आप अपना रिसर्च करना चाहो तो बहुत अच्छी रिसर्च हो सकती है।
एंड ये आप 3-4 बना के ना अपने ही घर में,
हाँ जी।
जिसमें आपको लगता है कि सेम टाइप ऑफ, भाई मेरे घर में भी ऑलमोस्ट एक दिन में 30-40 बर्तन धोते हैं, उनके भी, उनको देके पहले दिन उसकी फोटो खींच ली, फिर 7वें दिन खींच ली, फिर 15वें दिन खींच ली, फोटो खींच के साथ में उसका वेट ले लिया, तो इसके ऊपर बहुत बच्चा जो लाइफ साइकिल प्रॉपर नोट्स बन गया ना, तो दिस विल हेल्प यू टू पिचिंग कि भी ये देखिए ये इतना था। और उसके साथ ही अगर और करना है तो उन्हीं 4 घरों में ये जो नॉर्मल वाला आपका है वो
Okay,
वाला
sir.
है। हालांकि वो तो हमने कह ही दिया कि वो इको फ्रेंडली नहीं
हाँ
है,
जी।
लेकिन उसकी घिसाई और इसकी घिसाई, और जब इसका 4 पैरामीटर्स के ऊपर आप कंपैरिजन करेंगी टुवर्ड लाइफ साइकिल, वो प्लस इसकी हेल्थ, रिलायबिलिटी प्लस कॉस्ट आता है
Cost.
कि वो 45 रुपए का मिलता है और ये 3 रुपए का 5 रुपए का घर में मिलता है।
Okay,
कल को
sir.
जब हम इसकी कॉस्ट भी डालेंगे, मशीनी कॉस्ट भी डालेंगे, प्रॉफिट भी डालेंगे, तो ये 10 रुपए से ज्यादा नहीं हो पाएगा। बट कहाँ लोगों ने वो जो मार्केट वाला है वो 45 रुपए का, और कहाँ पर जो है, एंड इसके अलावा जो टैग लग गया इसके ऊपर इको फ्रेंडली वाला, उसकी कोई कीमत ही नहीं।
Okay, sir.
और एक बहुत shrewd सी, if you really want to run your business, you have to be very shrewd. जितना आपका time and money spent हो रहा R&D में, finally you should put that into your cost as well.
Yes.
If you really want to be a shrewd person, because business is for shrewd people, not for soft people. No,
Yes, sir.
honestly.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise you lose money.
Okay.
ठीक है? और एक और पॉइंट आप इसके साथ कर सकते हैं जब आप इसकी टेस्टिंग कर रहे हो, ये पता कीजिए सबसे ज्यादा डिशवॉश लिक्विड्स कौन से बिकते हैं मार्केट में, व्हाट पीपल
Okay.
यूज। ठीक है, यूज इट विद डिफरेंट लिक्विड्स,
Dishwasher. Yes,
इट विल
sir.
हैव डिफरेंट रिजल्ट्स।
Okay.
ठीक है, कुछ लोग लोकल मेड डिशवॉशर लिक्विड्स भी यूज करते हैं, वो जो बॉटल्स में
Yes, sir.
White harsh
ठीक है,
water.
वो
Yes,
बहुत
sir. Yes,
खास होता
sir.
है, लेकिन वो सस्ता होता है, इट्स चीपर, दैट्स व्हाई पीपल, काफी
Right.
लोग पीते हैं,
Yes.
काफी लोग डालते हैं उसको, और कई लोग तो उसमें भी पानी डाल के
Yes, sir.
and then right?
Yes, sir.
So they put water into it.
Yes,
So
sir.
there's a lot of testing,
Yes, sir.
okay? But तभी मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ कि put that cost into your
It can be undertaken.
project.
You can just give this very one of the prototype to the persons who are washing utensils in hostels also in
Okay.
your campus
Campus.
only. Okay,
Yes, sir.
because lots and lots of utensils are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
day to day they are using it at a very large scale.
Okay, sir.
So उनसे भी एक
करवा
feedback लिया जा
yes,
सकता है.
because forget about men, you have to convince the ladies.
Yes, sir.
आपके एमबीए में रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिकेशन का कोई कंसेप्ट है?
नहीं, पता नहीं अभी मुझे।
ठीक है, go for
लेकिन-
तो आप कर सकते हो, काफी अच्छा टॉपिक भी है।
Yes.
Okay,
So
sir.
Very good.
Very, very good.
So do take help of sir in this for
Okay.
the research also,
And
for the patent.
also for the patent also.
Also for the spacing.
क्योंकि आपका क्लाइंटल सबसे टफ है, लेडीज।
Yes.
वो जेंट्स होता है कम सारे,
Not easy to convince.
Yes, sir.
And Gurkit, you are taking this as when a beautiful lady is sitting lefty exactly to your side.
She has given me feedback at this condition. She said it won't last 2 days.
Yes.
So you need just do a bit of research. Why are they weaving it on machine?
Okay.
What
हाँ
are the
जी।
advantages of weaving it on a machine?
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
And what is the life cycle for that?
Yes, sir.
So it's a part of your product,
हाँ जी।
right? If you stick with it, definitely might take a bit longer than when you want to start it. But if you launch a right product, right price,
Yes.
right? There's nothing which can stop you for selling this product. And one more thing, whenever you're doing a product, that is for everyone. If you're thinking that the raw material we can get it from there, it's not, as I said, not an initial issue. But if people start liking your product and you don't have a product to supply,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So once or twice the shopkeeper कहेगा नहीं जी वो है
है
नहीं, दूसरा कहेगा वो है नहीं।
Yes,
So
sir.
third time जब वो बंदा जाएगा ना वो पूछेगा नहीं इसके बारे में।
Yes, sir.
He or she will just pick up the regular thing and they'll go. So if you can't meet demand,
Then-
right, that
Yes,
will
sir.
also be an issue.
Okay, sir. हाँ जी।
Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
One suggestion, personal suggestion, that's up to you. I would also recommend to change the design a bit. Because so that it gets easy to hold. Because right now the current design is not that much easy to hold.
Okay,
So
sir.
you need to change a bit designing part also of this. On one
Okay, sure,
side,
sir.
like sir rightly said that you need to add up that R&D part in your cost. You also need to add other parts into it, the packaging part, the marketing part. So
Yes, sir.
all the other costs will add up. Then only you can decide that okay, this much is the price which I
Price.
can fix.
Okay, sir.
And in South, the availability of this the cocoa peat, it is selling like hotcakes these days.
Yes.
Because of hydroponics, they are using cocoa peat in a big way.
Yes, sir.
Hydroponic agriculture and all. So they are using this material, and you can come across that how to procure from their side or if it is available over there.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the availability issue that can be sorted out, but first of all, you must be having a concrete idea about this.
Okay,
That
sir.
what kind of longevity just sir has
Yes, sir.
already said you this thing. So okay, all the best.
और
Thank you,
मैंने
sir.
सभी को ना इसीलिए इकट्ठे बिठाया है क्योंकि आप सबका ये पहला चांस है
हाँ जी,
तो
sir.
जो क्रिटिकल फीडबैक आपको मिल रही है जो
बाकियों को-
क्रिटिसिज्म इसको मैं क्रिटिसिज्म कहता हूँ एंड हिंदुस्तान में जैसे सर ने बताया 97% आइडिया जो है ना वो फेल होते हैं वो इसीलिए होते हैं कि हम पहले दिन वाली पिचिंग से ही सोचते हैं अरे इतना काम इनको जब भी इतना सड़ी स्यापा करना पड़ेगा छड़ दो वापस स्टार्टअप ही नहीं करते नो ऐसा नहीं राइट
Yes, sir.
मतलब कि मैं कल का इंसिडेंस आपको बताता हूँ व्हेन आई वाज एट आईआईटी रोपड़ यस्टरडे मैं एक टाई के इवेंट में था सो वन गर्ल मैंने वहां भी एग्जांपल दी थी अपनी टॉक में एक लड़की आईआईटी में एडमिशन लेती है पढ़ाई कर रही है मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग
Yes,
पहले
sir.
तो मिथ लड़की मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग
Yes.
प्लेसमेंट नहीं लेना वो टॉपर थी अपने सीबीएसई में टॉपर थी और आईआईटी में उसने क्रैक किया था उसको वो मिला उसने जानबूझ के मैकेनिकल लिया लड़की मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग कर रही है प्लेसमेंट नहीं चाहती है और स्टार्टअप कर रही है हेल्थ केयर एंड
Healthcare,
न्यूट्रिशन
nutrition. Yes, sir.
एंड पिछले महीने उसको 2 करोड़ रुपए की फर्स्ट राउंड की फंडिंग जो है वो टाई के 2 लोगों ने दी है एंड शी हैज एस्टैब्लिश्ड हिज ऑफिस इन एसटीपीआई इंक्यूबेटर कल रात को मुझे मिली मुझे इतना खुशी हुई मेरी आंखों में आंसू आ गए कि यार देखो उस बच्ची को मैंने उसको रात को 1 बजे तक अपनी ऑफिस में काम मैंने कहा शिवाजी बच्चे सो जाओ नहीं सर मुझे ये क्रिटिकल आज ये मुझे करके सोना है एंड शी इज नाउ प्लानिंग टू हैव हिज फर्स्ट कार कल वो मुझे सर मैंने पहली कार लेनी है सो थोड़ा सा रफ एंड टफ होके काम करके फिर ही आगे बढ़ना है
Yes.
बहुत अच्छा आइडिया है
Okay, sir.
इसका पेटेंट पहले जो है वो हम लोग फाइल करेंगे इसको करने से पहले एक शेप में आ जाए
हाँ जी.
एंड टेक्निकल मेंटरशिप आपको देंगे आप
हाँ
अपनी
जी.
पढ़ाई के साथ साथ ही इसको करो नाम क्या है गुरजीत एंड ताजवीर राइट
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर कमिंग स्पेशली फ्रॉम जालंधर एंड सबमिशन ऑफ योर आइडिया एंड मैंने जिस दिन पहले आपका आइडिया जालंधर में सुना था मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा थोड़ा आउट ऑफ बॉक्स है
Yeah.
थोड़ा नहीं बहुत ज्यादा आउट ऑफ बॉक्स है आर्ट रूम ये वो मैंने भी जब पहली बार सुना तो मेरे दिमाग के ऊपर से निकल गया फिर दूसरी बार जब मैंने आपसे सुना थोड़ा मैं कन्विंस हुआ कि हाँ है भाई जान है सो इट्स अ गुड आइडिया एंड काइंडली इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ एंड स्टार्ट
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gurjeet Kaur, and she is my business partner, Tajbir Kaur. So our business plan is Tagu. Tagu is ask for task. Here we are. Tagu is ask for task, where we are asking people for task. Whatever they according, we are making the product according to the taste and preferences of the people. And the name of the company is selected with the combination of both of our name, Tajbir Kaur and Gurjeet Kaur. So what's the problem today? As we all know, people are more and more depending on the Western cultures. You know, as we are very depending on the depending on the Western culture. With the passage of time and technology, there are many changes occur in our daily life. Our native children don't know about our own native culture. They are totally depending on the Western culture. They don't know even about what our culture is. So here we are promoting our own culture, as well as we are giving their weaker section of the society. As we all know, they don't have more opportunities to come up. So our problem is that we make native children more to know more about our own country, our traditions and cultures. Next is solution. We want to promote the native cultures, our native cultures, and their own talent. I want I want to introduce the Indian and Indonesian cultures, and also provide skills and knowledge to people who are from slum areas, or the people who are belongs to the weaker section of the society. Next, the market capture. We are capturing all types of people, all ages, all classes, they all. And our places, we are when we are at good growth stage, we will go Chandigarh or Mohali. We are capturing that place because there are so many tourist people who always used to visit there. and our price tickets are rupees 150 per person for cafe, rupees products related to 50 to 300, crafts like which are started from 300. But our basic unique selling proposition is we are asking for people to asking for the task. Whatever people will tell us that this type of product we want, this is our cost. According to that, we are working on that product. And here I also want to discuss one story of Rohit. He is from slum area. Actually, his father is not well, so that's why he sent his child to our home for work. But we don't want to make him work, so I was asking or playing with him. I asked him about alphabets. Do you know how to what is alphabets, ABC? He said, I don't know about alphabets. I never go to school. I'm from a very poor area. 50 to 60 families are living in one home. So I give him two papers. So he is making flowers with that. The flowers are very beautiful. He is very creative. At the time he tell me that we and our all community, we really love to make these all crafts and these all things. So at the time this idea pops in my mind, why not to show these weaker section talent in the front row. So here our idea comes, and we are showing Indonesian and Indian culture, foods as well as crafts. And in the initial stage, we are selfly working on this topic. But after some time, we are giving the chance to the weaker section of society to come up with us, and we are making team with them and work on this idea. Next, I over to you, Tajbir.
I'm sorry I'm interrupting you. You lost me somewhere.
Yeah, even I'm in the same situation.
Yes, means what are you trying to deliver? Means are you trying to deliver the Indonesian or Thai food, or means you're going to the concept that you give us the task and we do everything?
Okay, with in the initial stage, we have we are making handicrafts, and with the passage of time, we establish a museum where we have one corner where we deliver Indonesian and Indian foods with the handicrafts, and we are also having paintings there. And
So what was that earlier pitch which you presented? That you give us the task and we'll do everything. What was that?
all the handicrafts.
Can you please go back to this slide?
Sure, sir.
What is this problem?
So this problem is like we are totally depending on the Western cultures. We are
We are depending on Western cultures for.
So nowadays, many people are just because of during the technology and all. Many people just looking at the Western culture, how they are looking, uh, how their fashion and all, and because of that, many people are forgetting about our culture ourselves. So that's why we want to show again about.
Hold on.
the creativity of our own
Hold on.
country.
Do you think looking at another culture is a bad thing?
No.
No, sir, but
Right. So
Everyone, I'm Samriti and I am Deepika. So today I'm going to share my presentation on Seabugs. My company name is Seabugs, and I'm going to produce the Seabug thorn juice.
नीचे वाले से।
So as we know that in present time, there are many problems occurring in the generation, that is malnutrition, lack of immunity, blood pressure, heart problems, eyesight, obesity, and many more. And because to overcome these problems, Seabugs thorn juice help us to reduce these problems. There are many other problems like constipation, headache, cancer, dizziness, dry mouth, and many others. So, can I start? Okay. So, these problems can be इनका solution हमारा सीबकथॉर्न जूस है. And why so? Because the seabuckthorn have many anti-properties. It have vitamin A, B1, B2, B6, and omega, many anti-properties, and even more than the apple and even the lemon, it have the vitamin C property. So talking about market, so my main aim is to capture our country India. So it also include all the age groups and full market, because the juice is very
high booster to the immunity. Now you all know that pandemic has recently occurred, and all need to have immunity, and this can be done with this product. So basically, I start from the Jalandhar city, and then to Punjab, and then to India. And after this, this is my product details. It's like just overall that it's not a total amount. It is up to 220 to 250, and it is all my estimate. That CGST, SGST 12%, and it's 30, and packaging cost like that, and profit margin I can goes to less 20%. I want to take. So about traction, it's just an idea. It's a startup, not revenue generated, and no growth. And my teammate, my sister, and she's from B Pharmacy, and I'm from BBA. So I'm talking about this, that you can see here the apple have 30 times higher than lemon. Vitamin C in seeded corn is 200 times uh, more than that. And the vision of my company is to have a business in India as a successful business, and to promote a healthier life to the people, and mission that healthy life. This competition, I know there are few company who are producing that, and I take the example of We Care, and I see that many companies producing the juice more than that, and the lesser amount they this selling the We Care company, and they producing this at 320, and I'm producing at 250, and even I am already told that 220 to 250 estimate, which I gonna invest produce the juice. And the expectation is only that I want your advice, because I'm not having knowledge enough to start up the company, because I'm BBA second semester student, and I just want your advice, technical advice, and fundraising sector कहाँ से fundraise हो सकता है, and selling advice. I want more, and even I just want to tell about more. When I sometimes I think about that this bottles. This is a selling strategy for me, that I just used to produce the juice to the people with one strategy, as if today currently a trend goes up on pops today. Kids like to buy the pops. Even my younger sister, she's very eagerly to buy the pops.
Yeah,
So
recently going on. All children's like mostly.
pops. And I use this strategy in selling the bottles, that in the cap of the bottle I just used to put a
Pop to look attractive. So can.
एंड दिस जो किड्स हैं वो ईगरली करेंगे कि हमें ये बॉटल चाहिए, जूस चाहिए, एंड इवन दिस कैन प्रमोट आवर सेल, एंड इवन द टेस्ट the parents can check, and also they can see the ingredients, that it has many anti properties.
You are not adding any composition or variants. What extra you are adding?
No, ma'am, it doesn't need any
That's why we are taking advice from a mentor. We want mentor.
Of this crop, Seabach crop.
Ma'am, it is from Ladakh and Spiti, from basically from Himalaya region, and I see that it can be. मैंने वेबसाइट पे देखा था कि 1 किलोग्राम 30 रुपीज़ में हम ले सकते हैं, यहाँ से यहाँ तक पहुँचा सकते हैं 30 रुपीज़ में, एंड ये बेसिकली हिमालय रीजन में होता है. और इवन जो ये पेड़ हैं, इनके जो पेड़ हैं वो सॉइल इरोजन नहीं होने देते, एंड इवन इको फ्रेंडली है. अगर हमने इसका जूस बनाया तो ये 2 साल तक रह सकता है बिना कोई उसके. विदाउट प्रेसिपिटेशन।
हिमालय रीजन इसका वो है ओरिजिन है ना?
यस मैम।
वहाँ से एक ट्री यहाँ पे ले आए पंजाब रीजन में, मान लो आप अपने घर में ही ले आए जलंधर में, आप उसे प्रोपेगेट कैसे मल्टीप्लाई करोगे?
मैम it needs a cold desert and we need to have the
Usually
surrounding
hunting,
for
root
that.
cuttings, कैसे करोगे प्रोपेगेशन? कौन से मीडियम?
अच्छा चल भी पड़ा लेकिन प्रोपेगेशन चलो हो भी गई,
Yes मैम।
चल पड़ा, लेकिन आप बोल रहे हो कोल्ड कंडीशंस चाहिए तो आपको कंट्रोल्ड क्लाइमेट भी तो चाहिए होगा।
Yes
मैम
मैम।
हिमालयाज में ही हम रखेंगे।
I'll add to it. I think you will be procuring it from that region, or you will be planting the tree over here. You will be procuring these seeds from the Himalayan regions, or you will be planting the entire tree or ecosystem over here.
Procuring sir।
Procuring, yeah.
I see
We are
the
procuring.
rates।
There are certain things. Please come to the competitor side. Who are your competitors?
Sir, competitor, few competitor I
What's
also
the latest Indian competitor that you have in this?
Bioshash।
Sorry?
Bioshash।
Okay. And what's the cost of that product? 320.
Yes sir।
And we will be producing it in 250.
Lesser than that and
How are you going to produce this juice? You are going to set up a factory for that. How are you going to produce this?
so
juice?
starting from just at small sir
Small
factory,
region.
small factory to I even think that सॉरी सर मैं टू हिंदी सर मैंने ना एक फिल्म भी देखी थी दैट इज़ ऑन मिस इंडिया जैसे उसने बनानी थी टी उसने अमेरिकन कल्चर में अपनी चाय बेची थी एंड इवन अमेरिकन कल्चर को इतना चाय बारे पता नहीं था उसने सेरेमनी ऑर्गेनाइज की थी लोगों के लिए एंड उसने उसका फीडबैक भी लिया और इवन हमारे इंडिया में अभी किसी को सीबक थॉर्न बारे इतना ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है इवन जब मैंने बिजनेस प्लान में लेके आई थी तो किसी को भी नहीं पता था और मैंने फर्स्ट स्लाइड यही रखी थी कि व्हाट इज सीबक थॉर्न एंड सीबक थॉर्न सर ये मेरे को द बेस्ट आई थिंक फॉर मी इट्स वेरी बेस्ट बेरी फॉर आर इम्यूनिटी एंड मैं एक तरह सेरेमनी ऑर्गेनाइज करूँगी थोड़ी देर के लिए कि लोगों को इसके बारे में पता हो अवेयरनेस हो और हमारे प्रोडक्ट को वो फर्स्ट एज अ ले कैप्चर कि ये प्रोडक्ट है हमारे पास पहले एंड देन आफ्टर टू एडवर्टीजमेंट व्हेन आई प्रोड्यूस इट
That is what he is asking. How you are going to extract the juice from that berry?
You will extract the juice from which region? Berries, leaves, roots?
From berries.
फ्रॉम बेरीज
Yeah.
How,
कैसे
which
करोगे?
machine? What you are using?
फ्रॉम
अगर एक normal संतरे
What will be the process of
उसको
extraction?
मिक्सी में डाल के निकालूंगा I'm asking इसको कैसे निकालूंगा
मिक्सचर इन मिक्सचर व्हेन इसको पहले एकदम साफ करके
अच्छे
बाद
से-
में मिक्सचर में डाल के इसका जूस आ जाता है
Done it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You will clean it.
No,
Yes.
recently
You have
we have,
tried it earlier?
no.
So you not even tried to
Yeah.
make it.
सर बिकॉज यहाँ पे सीबकथॉर्न सीड्स मिलते नहीं हैं और मैंने ये नेट पे देखा था कि अगर मैंने मंगवाने हो तो कितने के वो कह रहे थे कि 30 रुपीज़ 1 किलोग्राम 30 रुपीज़ के मिलते हैं तो
So हमने
Without the transportation cost?
yeah without
यस सर नहीं सर मैंने एक साइट देखी थी उसमें लाइक उनका प्रोड्यूसर्स ही थे वो और वो बेच रहे थे ऐसे ऑनलाइन और वो कह रहे थे कि 30 किलो 30
So they are ready to means sell 1 kg.
यस या
from that region.
यस सर
For 30 rupees only.
सर इट
Varies.
कैन बी 50 और 30 to 50
50 रुपए में 1 किलो
नहीं
भेज
आएगा।
नहीं आएगा।
लद्दाख से यहाँ लेकर आने में
वो
कॉस्ट बहुत
ट्रांसपोर्टेशन
बढ़
कॉस्ट है
जाएगी।
ना
हाँ।
30 रुपए किलो वो कह रहा है मैं दे दूंगा बट सर जो पूछ रहे हो मेरा जो कमेटी का जो कंसर्न है कि सामान तो 30 रुपए का है उसकी जो बाई है उसने आना है क्योंकि वो 5 दिन बाद जब यहाँ पहुंचेगा उसकी शेल्फ लाइफ कितनी बचेगी राइट सो 5 दिन में जब वो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में आएगा हवाई जहाज के अंदर आएगा तो 3000 रुपए किलो हो हमको ये चीज मैप
सर
करना
रेट बढ़ जाएगा ना
यस सर
वहाँ पे तो चलो ठीक है देयर आर इन अबंडेंस ओवर देयर सो दैट्स व्हाई पीपल
यहाँ से पहले पूछे हाँ भाई सीबक फूड किसने पीना है 10 लोग हाथ खड़ा कर दें उनको हवाई जहाज में भी टिकट बुक कराएं उनको लेके जाएं और फिर उनको वहां जाके 30 रुपए का ग्लास सर्व करें
that means even like if we say that okay हमें वो पीना है we go over there and we don't like the taste then we'll ask for the refund
Every composition you have not mentioned it, what you are adding to it. It will be only the simple juice that you will extract out. Any sugar syrup is there. What
या
any
फ्लेवर्ड
coloring that you
एजेंट्स
are adding.
प्रिजर्वेटिव्स हम डालेंगे ताकि उसकी थोड़ी सी लाइफ स्पेल हो बड़े इंक्रीज हो
पतंजलि का ना आता है इसी पर 5 रुपए की बोतल आती है
वो सर
यस सर
नॉर्मल पतंजलि स्टोर्स पे मिल जाती है
यस सर
राइट Have you tasted that?
Sir, yes, इसका taste like मीठा सा होता है and it's not sometimes get
Next time
so.
when you come for such pitch deck, bring that juice with you so that you can हमारी भी प्यास लग जाए.
Yes, sir, sure. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. आफ्टर दिस अगर ये जूस हमारा आगे सेलिंग बढ़ी तो हम डिफ्रेंशिएशन ऐसे ही लेंगे ऑयल्स इवन
Machines वगैरह
ये एंटी एजिंग प्रोडक्ट में भी यूज हो जाता है.
there are certain things that you need to work on.
Yes.
The first thing is the procurement part. कि procure कैसे करोगे? How
Yes.
much cost that will involve? From where you will be procuring? How much means time it is going to take for that raw material to come to your store facility? Then you will be required to means go with the process of extracting the juice out of the seeds. For that, how much stages are required?
Yes,
The
sir.
cleaning part, the preserving part, then adding the preservatives or adding some other chemicals so that you can increase the shelf life of the product. Then after that, the packaging part. Because
Okay.
once the juice is extracted,
Packaging
then you will be required to store that juice in some container also.
Yes, sir.
Now for storing the juice in a container, you will be means requiring a certain space जहाँ पे bulk में juice extract कर रहे हो.
Yes, sir.
So you will be requiring a warehouse
Yes,
for
sir.
setting up that. So there are plenty of things that you need to jot it down.
Yes, sir.
Then you can fix up the fixed selling price because the problem which all the pitchers over here are presenting, you are just seeing the market price of a product कि वो 300 रुपए का मिल रहा है, what will do मैं 250 रुपए का ले लेता हूँ, मैं 50 रुपए कम कर देता हूँ. But that is not going to happen for you guys because see, if they are selling for 300, then they are producing in bulks.
Yes.
That's why their cost is reduced.
Yes.
If you will produce, your cost will be more higher than the 350 rupees or 250 rupees which you are saying. Because you're not 500 rupees. Yes, because you're not adding the other cost involved to it. Warehouse करोगे, electricity consume होगी, you'll hire worker, आप खुद तो नहीं juice निकालोगे.
Yes.
You'll hire worker, उसकी salary जाएगी, per day में man hours जाएंगे.
Yes, sir.
You are management students, so you might be aware of the costing parts also.
Yes.
Then उसके बाद आप जो मशीनरी वगैरह चलाओगे उसका wear and tear.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Then
sir.
preserve करोगे उसका. Then transport भी अगर आप लेके आ रहे हो तो वो like if you are saying like sir say that it takes, let's say if it is coming via road,
Yes, sir.
right? So it takes a 1 day trying to cover or 2 day time means to travel from that particular region.
Yes, sir.
So वो cold storage के through आएगा. So that the shelf the because this is something which people are going to consume.
Yes, sir.
Then comes the regulation part. आपको फसाई के लाइसेंस
साइकिल लाइसेंस
राइट फसाई के लाइसेंस होंगे. आप कोई भी चीज अगर आप कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो ह्यूमन बीइंग कंज्यूम कर रहा है ना, there are certain regulations that you need to follow.
Yes, sir.
Right? So आपका फसाई का लाइसेंस हो गया, the means the aging cycle license of this product. Then if you are manufacturing this product, for that also you need to procure license from the government. That
Yes, sir.
means I'm not causing any harm to the environment.
Yes.
So there are certain things and those licenses are costly.
Yes, sir.
Although Fasai license is very cheap, you can get it for 100 rupees also. But then the costs are involved for environmental protections and for you're not like if you are producing this thing, extracting, you're not releasing any harmful gases or harmful toxic to the nature.
Yes,
There are
sir.
certain things that needs to be taken care of.
Yes, sir.
Idea is good. You got fascinated that okay, Seabug Pound is something which can improve the image or which can improve some any means health benefits
Yes,
for
yes,
the person. Idea good, but then you need to work out on that.
Yes.
I like your popsicle idea. To be very honest.
Yes,
Juice हर कोई बेचता है.
Yes, sir.
Popsicle कम.
Yes, sir.
If you want to target the children, if you want to target that thing,
Yes, sir.
popsicle को target.
बिकॉज चिल्ड्रंस आजकल मेडिसिन खाने से बहुत हिचकते हैं और इम्यूनिटी बच्चों की बिल्कुल नहीं है, माल न्यूट्रिशन की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है.
Means turn this idea,
Yeah.
turn around it from juice to some popsicle.
इस बहाने ही सही वो कुछ हेल्दी चीज इनहेल करेंगे, लेंगे, इनटेक करेंगे.
Or maybe you can do it like this, like you'll extract the juice, you'll add some syrup into it.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll add some syrup into it, then you can convert into a candy, and then you can sell that candy to persons.
Yes.
Can be converted into jelly very easily.
Yes.
Okay.
By gelatin. Learn that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So take this inputs, the critical inputs in further polishing and the revalidating of your idea. इन चीजों पे आप काम करना शुरू करो.
Yes, sir.
एंड उधर होटल मैनेजमेंट से एक मेंटर जिसको टूरिज्म और जिसने फूड प्रिजर्वेशन के ऊपर जिसका कोई एक्सपर्टाइज है पर्टिकुलरली आपके होटल मैनेजमेंट में, अगर वहाँ नहीं होगा तो हम यहाँ से आपको एक अलॉट करेंगे उसको टेक्निकल मेंटरशिप में। ये कॉस्टिंग और बाकी चीज़ जो है वो आप पहले डिसाइड करो। उसके लिए इनिशियली आपको जो है कुछ अगर कंपनी इंकॉर्पोरेशन करने के लिए पहले मन बना लो कि बीबीए करने के बाद हाँ यही काम चलाना है, ठीक है, क्योंकि जलंधर के किसी अच्छे स्टोर के बाद अच्छी जो है वो शॉपिंग मॉल के बाद इसका 1 2 3 4 बार हमको पायलट करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है ना, ये फ्री में भी कराना पड़ेगा।
Yes, sir. ये मैंने सोचा था।
वो देखा है आपने कौन सी कैंडी आती है पल्स?
Yes.
पल्स का हैव यू सीन मार्केटिंग?
Yes, sir.
उसने क्या क्या किया था, हर खोखे पे उसने पल्स बेचनी शुरू कर दी।
हाँ
Every smoker who used to smoke, he used to have that pulse, and वो उसने टेस्ट चढ़ा दिया सबके ऊपर, and then ultimately what happened, pulse became a multi-million-dollar.
Yes.
So similarly, such kind of market, I'm not saying you to keep खोखे पे जाके वो करो, but your market target is kids.
Yes, sir.
Right, students are आपके, तो आप उनको कुछ इस तरह से ना कुछ occasions में, like you said that you organize certain
Ceremony.
events or
Ceremony. Yeah.
ceremony type
To
of things.
aware about
तो
it.
इस तरह से भी you can target certain things. So you need to come up with some marketing strategies also कि आप कैसे करोगे।
Sir, वही
आप जो ना 4 P's of marketing पढ़ते हो?
sir, अभी सेकंड में हुई हूँ। Yes, sir.
इसमें
मतलब इसकी फॉर्म ना जूस से दूसरी चीज में
ले
जूस निकालना भी है। मान लो 30 रुपए का 1 केजी ले लिया तो उसमें से आप मान के चलो सिर्फ 20% ही जूस निकलेगा। वो भी डिपेंड करता है कि कौन से स्टेट पर फ्रूट हमें मिला।
Yes.
मिला और किससे हम निकाल रहे हैं।
हाँ
And moreover, जो उसका waste है उसका क्या करोगे? जूस तो निकल गया,
उसका वेस्ट भी
उसका waste जो होगा,
काम में ला
maybe you can use it for some खाद वगैरह के लिए।
Yes, manure as a manure.
उसका impact देखो ना।
वही मैं यही सोच रही थी।
हाँ, yes. तो आपके एक ही प्लान में 2 चीज हो जाती है, एक
Yes.
तो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट एक बाय प्रोडक्ट आ जाता है।
Yes, sir.
But yes, like the panel is and the sir is suggesting, turn this around from juice to some other product
Yes.
using this
Sea
corn as
buckthorns.
a key ingredient. And जो आपको लगता है ना कि हाँ ठीक है कुछ आइसक्रीम वगैरह या something any kind of which you feel उस तरह से करो so that you know because juice वो पियेंगे जो हम जैसे बुड्ढे लोग बच्चे नहीं पीते आजकल जूस हम बुड्ढे ही होते बच्चे नहीं पीते juice।
So from your point of view, candy is best or jelly is best? Jelly. Gelatin. Yes, ma'am. Sure.
They are the experts.
उसको
I will
उसको
try.
फ्रीज करना आसान है ना, उसको प्रेजेंट करना आसान है। नहीं
Yes.
एंड बच्चे जो है उसको जेली जो शेप है उसको खाना ज्यादा पसंद करते
ज़्यादा
हैं।
पसंद
Toffee
करते हैं।
Multiple shapes, shinchan shape बना के बेचते हैं।
तो Shinchan सही है. Because my younger sister used to see Shinchan a lot.
Shinchan
and Doraemon. And even me too.
आइडिया इज गुड इनफ। एनीथिंग एल्स? अच्छा अब हमको आपसे आपको कि वही से क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन है?
I want just advice. And
कि हमें क्या करना
after
चाहिए?
this, when I present the jelly presentation, and after this, you can incubate after my study.
इंक्यूबेट तो हम बच्चे फर्स्ट फेज में कर देंगे। इंक्यूबेट करने का कोई मसला नहीं है। इंक्यूबेट करने के साथ ही आपको मेंटरशिप अलॉट कर देंगे।
Yes, sir.
लेकिन जो रिसर्च वाला काम या प्रिक्योरमेंट वाला काम सर ने कहा है वो आपको करना है।
Yes,
आप पहले 2 किलो 3 किलो मंगवा लो,
Yes, sir.
उसको देखो वो कितना खराब हो रही है, उसमें से कितना निकल रहा है, उसकी फोटोग्राफी रखो, उसका मैट्रिक्स उसका रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करो
Okay.
कि किस दिन आई थी, वहाँ से किस दिन चली थी, जिस दिन चली थी क्या उसकी शेप थी, कितनी उसकी वो उसका जो फ्रेशनेस थी, 3 दिन बाद जब आपके पास आई उसकी कॉस्ट कितनी आई। सो बीइंग ए मैनेजमेंट स्टूडेंट तुमको ये सारे जो चीजें जो है ना हर इसका एक मैट्रिक्स बनाना है, इसका एक रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करना है।
Yes.
एंड ऑफ द डे आपकी कॉस्ट उसी से निकल के आएगी।
Yes.
निकल के आएगी। फिर सबसे पहले उसको खुद अपने ऊपर आप ट्राई कर लीजिए, राइट, कि मैंने ये पिया 3 दिन बाद 4 दिन बाद मेरा बीपी कितना बढ़ा या मेरा जो हीमोग्लोबिन था वो कितना हुआ,
Yes.
या जो उसका आप हर्बल बेनिफिट्स आप शो कर रहे हैं वो कितना निकला।
Yes, sir.
एफएसआई जब आप जाएंगे तो ये डाटा आपको हेल्प करेगा।
This would be required because see you are claiming that this gives you health benefits.
Yes, sir.
So you need to show this
Okay.
what kind of health benefits I'm getting.
Yes, sir.
अगर मैंने एक बार like before drinking this juice अगर मेरा like hemoglobin का level let's say इतना है, let's say या फिर skin purity इतनी है,
Yes.
and after drinking it for continuously a month or 2 months because 1-2 दिन में तो रिजल्ट आएगा।
No, yes,
It will
it takes
take at
time.
least 3-4 months to you know means my body to adapt to it. तो उसके बाद how much you know means skin is nourished, तो वो चीज़ आपको ट्रैक करना पड़ेगा।
Yes, okay, sir.
एंड ये बहुत महंगा जो है वो कॉस्ट आप सेव कर सकती हैं, क्योंकि मैंने ऑलमोस्ट 2 साल पहले वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड शी इज इन राजपुरा, सो उसने ये कोई ये ऐसी हर्बल कंपनी की उसने फ्रेंचाइजी ली थी। तो जैसे लेडीज आजकल वो 1 रुपये 2 रुपये का शैम्पू का पैक आता है ना,
Yes, sir.
तो मुझे एग्जैक्टली अभी नाम नहीं आ रहा, वो रेड कलर का पूरा वो जूस था। तो उसको वन टाइम मगर आप पानी में डाल के पी लो चाहे कैसे पी लो। सो मेरी जो डायबिटीज थी वो ड्रास्टिकली जो है वो 1 महीने के अंदर जो 145 से नीचे कभी नहीं आती थी, वो 95 पे आती थी। वो प्योर मीठा था लेकिन वो उस तरीके में था। सो लेटर ऑन जब आप इसकी आप हर्बल वैल्यू अगर आज की डेट में हिंदुस्तान में पढ़ाई और हेल्थ के नाम पे जिसकी मर्जी जेब से जो मर्जी पैसा निकाल, राइट, एंड योर प्रोडक्ट इज एग्जैक्टली, बट इसको करने से पहले इसको एजुकेट करना पड़ेगा, खुद उसका जो है वो डाटा इकट्ठा करना पड़ेगा कि यहाँ वाकई इट वर्क्स, इट बेनिफिट।
Yes.
ठीक है ना?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So this was the last one.
Yes.
So अब हमारे पास नताशा का एक है, आप 5 मिनट दें। Because of this COVID and this suspension, we could not get it evaluated. So we have one more expert member in this panel. That is Ms. Nidhi Bail, जिनका वो यहाँ वो चलता है पार्लर। So as a external expert हमने उनको इनवाइट किया था, आज उनकी कुछ वैसी की बात वो नहीं आ पाई। So इस पैनल का जो व्यू पॉइंट होगा वो निधि बैल से डिस्कस करके और रिकॉर्डिंग उनके साथ शेयर करके फिर उनका भी व्यू पॉइंट लिया जाए। So please go ahead, Natasha.
So my name is Natasha Soko and I'm coming from the Pharmacy Health Department Science. I'm in my 6th semester and here with me is our company, yeah, and the name of the company is Clear and Glow Beauty Products. So the main duty of this company is basically falling under the skincare, yeah, cosmetics. So in our company, it's a skincare line that we're trying to launch for all people of all shades of all color. So in this presentation, we're going to look at the problems, we're going to look at the solutions and objective, then the market, then the product itself, then the team member, the competition, the expectations, and then the concluding remarks. So as we all know, skincare is a very important thing. We all need to take care of our skin, and it's very important that we take care of our skin. But because of certain things that do occur to, such as ultraviolet rays, sun damage, and sometimes aging, and the food that we take in, we end up destroying our skin. So that's where us as Clear and Glow Beauty Products come in. So these are some of the problems that we went around the community and researched to say what are some of the problems that people are facing in the society, community, nation, and at large, the world. So the first problem that people are facing is skin sagging. Skin sagging, this is a condition whereby your skin starts to wrinkle due to nutrients, because you don't have nutrients in your skin, and sometimes due to exposure of the skin, due to exposure of the skin to the sunlight. Then the other problem is dry skin. So people normally have dry skin. Yeah, so this is where our company comes in so that we can nourish the skin, moisturize the skin, not just people of color, but then with all people of different shades. Then the other problem that people face in the cosmetics industry is hyperpigmentation. Most of the people feel like hyperpigmentation is just for people with dark color. But then in this generation, we also have people that are facing hyperpigmentation of white color, whereby your skin, if it's exposed to the light, due to the ultraviolet rays, because underneath the skin we have these cells that are known as melanocytes. So what happens if the sunlight hits on the surface of the skin? There will be overproduction of the melanin. So in people of color, it causes dark patches, and then people that are light, it will cause something like redness and brown, like it will darken a bit. Then sunburn, people normally experience sunburn, and then they will have blistery skin, whereby your skin is not looking healthy, it's just blistering, like, yeah. Then the other problem that we face in the skin industry, cosmetics, it's acne. Yeah. So people are facing a lot of acne on their shoulder regions.
Come to the solution.
Yeah, face. And we normally have several brands that are treating acne and all these kinds of problems. But then most of the people, you would find the product, it's either it has a strong scent which will cause irritation to the nose. It might cure the acne, but again it will bring another problem. So us as Clear and Glow beauty products, we're trying to like minimize certain problems, like we're trying to innovate, yeah, so that we can cater for all people of all races and of all colors, so that we can satisfy the needs of the people in the community. Then, so basically this is a structure, like a picture, just to show how people are suffering of hyperpigmentation when your skin is exposed to light, and then what do you do in order to treat your skin. So as our brand, we are trying to like put a lot of nutrients in our cream. We'll put vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, shea butter, coconut oil. We're also going to add other ingredients I'll explain as I go on with the PPT. But yes, what we expect from our results is that when you use our cream, it needs to move all those damage that are caused to the skin. Then this is skin sagging. Skin sagging, this is when your skin is exposed.
Sorry, I'm interrupting. Like all the problems which you mentioned in the previous slide,
Yeah,
your cream is going to solve all those problems. Is it like
exactly.
this?
Yeah.
You can come to the product. We know these problems.
Okay.
Come directly to the product.
All right.
Yes. Now the solutions. Now you were saying that you would be adding certain vitamins to your cream.
Yeah.
And certain chemicals also.
Ingredients.
You mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Have you tried mixing up just all these chemicals all together and forming a cream right now? Have you tried it?
Like few months ago I did try, but then because of the things that are required, like we need preservatives, so the cream cannot stay for a longer time. It needs first to be taken to the lab and add some few ingredients, and then it also needs to be like evaluated. So this.
So when you made that earlier prototype, how much was the shelf life?
It was three days, because it didn't have
Preservatives.
yeah.
Understood. So for 3 days, did you try to apply it on some skin and see the results, like whether it's helping you in some get protection from the UV rays or something like that?
Yeah, I did, but then I was making in small quantities, so that when I make and then I
No
dispose.
worries.
Yeah.
Then firstly, you make in small batches only.
Yeah.
Then you add preservatives for the longer shelf life.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to understand, like for the first 3 days, when you made that cream, and you means used it on certain prototypes, right? So do you have the result of those tests which you performed?
Basically, at the moment, no. But as time goes on,
That time, did
I
you
will.
write down the notes? That okay means I'm using this on this subject. I'm applying this cream for these continuously 3 days, and this is the UV ray which is hitting, and the skin is getting protected. So did you make certain notes of it?
Yeah, it's in another
You have
PDF.
it with you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So these are actually the solutions
Was the
that we
result
talked
successful?
about. Sorry?
How much was the success rate?
It was okay. It was
Okay
fine.
means
It was
80%,
good.
70%. Good means
It was 75%. Yeah. So the market. So as the industry of cosmetics is actually growing in the world, and its net worth it's about half a trillion just for cosmetics, because in cosmetics we have skincare, we have hair care, we have makeup, we have fragrance.
these companies which you have mentioned over here, Oriel, is it L'Oreal or is it Oriel?
It's always just an example.
Okay. So
Yeah.
means these are your competitors? Who are your competitors in this product?
These are just successful people that are doing well in the market.
I'm asking for your particular product, who are your competitors?
Our
Or there are no
competitors.
competitors who are using this kind of
No,
ingredients?
no, there are actually a lot of them in the market. Not only just this, but then there's on a smaller scale, higher scale, and the other
So who do you
advanced.
see your latest means? Your near competitor. Who's your near competitor? You take so much time to think for the competitor.
They are competitors, but then the name, yeah, the name I'm not sure, but then
Okay, let's say product A, company A is your competitor. Okay.
yeah,
How much you are planning to sell this cream for?
like 500 rupees.
What's the price of your competitor?
700 rupees,
Why there is a
800,
difference of 200 rupees?
so that everybody should have access to it.
So with just reducing 200 rupees, everyone will have the access. The companies who are making multi-million dollars, why are not they following the strategy of reducing the price from 200 rupees?
Because our company, we believe in running the business like not actually very far, because this is a way of attracting our customers. First we need, yes, so first we need to lower the price so that we can have a lot of people to come into our company. Then as time goes on, we can actually increase the price.
So for a new company in the market, don't you think 500 is a bit pricier side, a bit higher on the side as compared to the competitor?
Yes.
If I'm
Having no market value,
having no market value, if I
no brand value.
like suppose if you are a product, if you are a let's say if you are a company who manufactures mobile phones, you're launching a mobile phone for let's say 60,000, and I can get an Apple for 75,000. Why won't I go and buy Apple for 75,000? Why should I trust a new market?
Sir, repeat the question.
I'm saying
Technically, it is only for a very small audience. It is just for the people who have extremely dry skin, because they are using shea butter, whipped cream, as well as oils in there, right? So it is
okay,
just
so
for the
you're
people who
targeting a
are
niche market.
Sorry?
You're targeting only some specific customer segment for this product.
Yeah, I'm just targeting a few like audience that is facing this kind of
How
problems.
much is the volume of this audience?
I'm not sure.
You're not
Sure. So what will be the sources of vitamin C and E? Vitamin C is also present in papaya and carrot.
Yeah, it will help in the what's this, in the like removing of those, healing of the scars if you are bent.
we get it, their uses or benefits, na?
Yeah.
But you're adding papaya, right? You're adding carrot. So they are already the sources of vitamin A and C as well. And you're adding additional vitamin C and E, sorry, A.
Vitamin
D, E, and E.
Almond
Yeah.
also contains vitamin.
So you're already adding the sources from where we can extract these vitamins, right? So you're also going to add another additional sources of vitamin C and E.
No. For that part in the formulating of the cream, that's where now we need to go to the lab properly so that we can do further research, because this is
okay. When you made your cream in the lab, what were the ingredients, if you can tell the families?
it was papaya, carrots, shea butter, coconut oil, then the almond oil, then mikwani, which is 6%.
Now I know you over here.
Yeah.
All the ingredients which you were adding, you procured it from the market,
Yeah.
right? Now, when you will be setting up a plant to manufacture this thing, will you be procuring these raw materials from the market? How much does that cost involves?
It depends with the amount of products that we are making.
How much cost did you incur to make that particular cream in the lab?
In the lab, it was about like 1,000
1,000?
rupees, but then they were like, not if you are making like a lot for you and your friends.
You made
Yeah.
you incurred 1,000 rupees to make how much quantity? How many grams?
Not only for me, but also for the other team members. But then if I'm making for myself,
I'm not asking for
We get it,
you.
we just want to
You are
know the
taking-
number now. What is the quality
For
that you
example,
made out of those
What was the
1,000?
weight of
From
the
1,000 rupees, you will make how much quantity? 2
oh,
packets, 3 packets.
Or in the gram, right?
50
Yeah.
grams, 100 grams. How much grams?
you can make like just those small bottles. You can make 4 or 5 of them.
4 or
Like
5?
4 or 5
Four,
packets.
yeah,
So one quantity of one packet is
Say 100 gram or 200 gram.
to make
Because
200
the fillings
gram.
that came in this one, so I aware of 100 gram or 200 gram.
Yeah,
1,000
200.
rupees for 400 grams.
Yeah, for 4.
4 packets.
Yeah.
4
For
packets.
400 grams.
Yeah.
Next. Make it fast now, Natasha.
So this
You can
is.
skip this.
You can skip this. और हिंदी तो समझ आएगी समझ.
Skip
So,
this.
okay.
Skip this. Skip. Yes. What are your expectations?
So the expectations that we have as a company, we want investors to invest in our brand, and also if they have anything that they would like
How
to,
much investment are you seeking for?
according to the rules and the regulations that we were given, they said we shouldn't exceed 1 lakh. So we are trying to work within the budget. Yeah.
So where you are getting shea butter?
Shea butter, you can get it at the farmer's store, just the original shea butter.
So you are making an inorganic product, right?
Yeah.
Because you are going to get all these things from the market. So
Yeah.
nowadays people are more getting into organic products. So why are you not getting into those products rather than these inorganic ones?
Because according to a research that I just took, it's like people want, when people are going to purchase a product, they normally look at the ingredients. What kind of ingredients are there in the product? So as for us, our company, we want to fulfill the requirements that the people want. So we go by what the people want.
Normally nowadays Indians are more stuck to organic products.
Like you are just getting a result, right? You want it to get to the result. Doesn't matter whether they are organic or inorganic. Like in the long run, if we are using this cream, what if it has more harm than the benefits itself?
No, it doesn't, like most, because we're just using vitamins and the oils basically, and then the e-wax just for
Okay,
the
one
vehicle.
more question, if you don't mind me asking. You're from which country?
Zambia.
Zambia. So you're planning to set up this venture in India or in Zambia?
We're trying to do it online, but then the main company, we want it to be in India because my team members, the 4 girls, they are Indians.
This
Yeah.
company will be registered in their name as a foreign national. She cannot be part and parcel of the company. Out of the जो पेपर वर्क है उनका एक एग्रीमेंट जो है वो करेगा कि ये क्या सपोर्ट करेंगे इनका हिस्सा क्या रहेगा. So your other these partners, they are
Yeah.
ready to hold the company.
Yeah, they are
Why
ready.
don't they are here? They are on the leave.
No, they haven't reported to school yet, but then tomorrow they will be coming.
Tomorrow is Sunday.
Yeah, they'll be coming on Sunday so that Monday they report to school. Yeah.
Done. Yeah, thank you.
अच्छा और कोई सवाल नहीं किसी का. So you don't want any incubation here. Straightway you want the money. You don't
Sorry.
want any technical mentorship.
Yeah, I do need the mentorship and also to monitor the
Which
project.
department? Of which department? You want the expertise from which department?
Pharmacy.
Agriculture, pharmacy,
Pharmacy.
pharmacy only.
Yeah.
We will have another round of the evaluation. After having your
And I'm sorry, in that we will suggest you to please bring the prototype with you.